What is up, everybody? It's me, Don Weeb, here, back with another episode of What If Naruto Had One For All Part 6. Hope you guys are ready for that. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as hit the notification bell. But anyway, let's just get right into the recap in the video. So here we go. Last time, Naruto and the gang had gone into the Forest of Death, and as we had left off last episode, Orochimaru was pursuing the group and was about to attack Sasuke and Naruto as well as Sakura. Now we hop back into the story right there. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura gaze upwards, they can see Orochimaru standing atop of his reptilian sidekick. His snake pet just staring with its cold, hard reptilian eyes. Naruto tells Sasuke and Sakura that they need to get out of there, as Orochimaru is causing his bloodlust to flow over them. Both Sasuke and Sakura, as well as Naruto himself, can't even move, as they're standing there frozen by shock. As they're standing there frozen, seemingly unable to do anything, the vestiges of One For All help Naruto, as Naruto feels something push him just as he's about to get attacked. He suddenly snaps out of it as he sees that vision of some other shadowy figures. He then pushes Sasuke and Sakura out of the way as a giant snake comes crashing directly where his team and him were just standing. Naruto gets into a fighting position as Orochimaru prepares to get serious. The snake itself goes after Naruto as Naruto and the snake begin jumping through the forest trees, the snake wrapping itself around tree trunks trying to catch Naruto. So Naruto screams for Sasuke to hold off that other guy while he's busy, and just keep him busy for a while. Sasuke tells him he'll defeat him before he can even defeat that snake buddy of his. Just at that point, Sasuke gets serious as he goes rushing towards Orochimaru, quickly forming the fireball jutsu hand signs and casting one directly in front of Orochimaru's face. Orochimaru dives out of the way pretty easily from this attack, and Sasuke gets fancy with his shuriken as well as ninja tools. He wraps wire around Orochimaru's body, holding him in place, and then uses the Phoenix Flower Jutsu, using up quite a bit of his chakra, to completely envelop Orochimaru in his flames. Orochimaru screams in pain as he gets completely killed off by the fire. Now, at this point, Sasuke goes in to go and finish him off, as Orochimaru's body is standing there seemingly lifeless. However, at that point, Naruto finishes off the snake with a giant smash, as he goes underneath using an uppercut, slamming the snake directly at the bottom of its belly, causing it to rip in half from the strength of his punch, using only about 10% of One For All. Naruto quickly jumps down as he uses aerodynamic movements and runs down the side of the tree, jumping and landing next to Sasuke and Sakura. Orochimaru suddenly appears and bites Sasuke on the neck, seemingly out of nowhere, as then Orochimaru says that he'll fight the Nine-Tails brat. Naruto, who actually doesn't know too much about this yet, as he hasn't really had to rely on that power too much, is about to figure out for real what this ability is, as Orochimaru pushes Naruto even harder than he has ever been pushed before. Naruto is pushing his One For All to around 30% now as his body's beginning to strain. Naruto and Orochimaru are going at it fist to fist. Naruto's actual punches and kicks and taijutsu are faster and stronger than Orochimaru at this point. Naruto comes in flying with a spinning axe blade kick as he chops directly down on top of Orochimaru's shoulder, causing the left side of Orochimaru's body to contour as it bends towards the ground. Orochimaru gags a bit as he feels the air leave his system and he can't breathe for a second. Naruto goes with an uppercut, then punching him into the air. As Naruto is breathing heavily, he's slowly boosting his One For All even higher, as his muscles become even more tensed. Naruto's eyes begin to look strained as suddenly orange chakra begins to flow out throughout him, as his normal chakra reserves are being drained down. The Kyuubi's decide to lend a little bit of aid to the rage that he can feel for Orochimaru hurting his comrade. Now, at that point, Orochimaru decides he has to seal the Kyuubi's seal a bit tighter. As Naruto uses his Kyuubi-enhanced One For All state, he then quickly attacks towards Orochimaru, outspeeding him and blitzing towards him, as he quickly comes down with a quick kick on top of his head, causing Orochimaru to go flying down into the tree forest floor below. At that point, Orochimaru decides to retreat as he quickly makes a clone that distracts Naruto for a bit, drawing him out of the reach of Sakura and Sasuke. Naruto is quickly surrounded as Orochimaru uses the clone jutsu, as well as some shadow clones mixed in. He quickly has one of the shadow clones with more chakra, so Naruto thinks it's himself. At that point, Naruto rushes forward to finish off Orochimaru, when Orochimaru comes out of nowhere, the real one, and tightly grabs his seal with a 5-pronged sealing jutsu. He tightens the seal so the Kyuubi's chakra flows back inside of himself. And at that point, Naruto, who's feeling exhausted, feels his muscles creak and strain, as he screams as he loses his ligaments begin to rip in half. Naruto falls to the ground as his muscles and body are contorting. Breathing heavily, he falls to the ground unconscious, twitching slowly. Orochimaru laughs as he leaves and says that he'll see him again, probably. Nine-Tails brat. At that point, he leaves and says that he'll see Sasuke as well. Sakura rushes over to where she heard the commotion and finds Naruto. There she picks him and Sasuke up as she drags the two towards the actual grotto that they were in before. After a while, Sakura faces the 3 Sound Ninja and Rock Lee comes in to save her. Rock Lee feels more compelled to save Naruto and his team because Naruto is a comrade of his and is also a student of Guy Sensei just like himself. As he sees Naruto's body in such bad shape, he wonders if Naruto could have actually accessed one of the gates. Sakura tells him that Naruto actually was using his special Kekkei Genkai, and he overloaded himself when he was fighting this really strong guy, and so he fell to the ground when she found him, and she's just been like that the entire time. When they're fighting Rock Lee as well, eventually Sasuke wakes up as well as having the same interaction with the curse mark. Naruto eventually wakes up as well as he sees what occurred, and Sasuke relaxes, causing the curse mark to go back inside of himself. One of the Sound Ninja escape as they head towards the tower, successfully making it their scrolls, and Naruto and his team successfully have Orochimaru's scroll that he had given them. Thankfully, by the time that they make it out of there, Rock Lee says goodbye, and Naruto and his team continue forward. At that point, Naruto and Team 7 head towards the tower, where they meet Kabuto and fight through the Mist Ninja, easily dispatching them. As they get into the actual tower itself, they thank Kabuto for his assistance, and he tells them it's no problem at all. At that point then, they decide to become a little bit more relaxed as they take a seat on the floor laying against the wall. Iruka Sensei appears out of nowhere congratulating them when he sees that Naruto's in bad shape. Naruto's body looks completely bruised all over, like he got hit by a truck. Naruto is just wincing in pain as he had to walk all the way to the tower. He tells him that he's fine, that he just needs to relax for a bit. Before the next exam, some medical ninja are called in as they heal his body and pull out any extra carbon dioxide or any muscles that they relax. Sakura first sees medical ninjutsu for the first time as Kabuto actually starts assisting in this as well. With Kabuto's medical ninjutsu, Naruto is assisted and he's back to normal. Kabuto tells him he'll see him later and that he did a good job. Naruto thanks him for the help as he quickly moves his arm up and down and feels no pain. And then Kabuto disappears off into the crowds. Naruto is then introduced to the new challenge as they decide to have a tournament. Now we begin with Naruto versus Kiba. As Naruto and Kiba begin to fight, Hinata's watching from the side steps, hoping secretly in her heart that Naruto will win, but also rooting for Kiba as well. At that point then, Naruto and Kiba get into the fight. Kiba tells Naruto that even though he's a little bit stronger and faster than him, that won't mean much when he has more technique on his side. Naruto glassy says, "Is that so?" At that point, he then quickly forms a transformation jutsu as he creates the sexy jutsu, distracting Kiba. At that point, Naruto then rushes forward, activating One For All in his entire body. He quickly disappears from Kiba's vision as he appears directly behind him, seemingly jumping from midair. As Naruto is flying down from the air above, Kiba just quickly decides to use his Fang over Fang attack at Naruto. As him and Akamaru go charging at Naruto, Naruto says that he can do that too as he starts spinning his body at a fast speed. The three forces all combine as Akamaru and Kiba versus Naruto's One For all start spinning together as a giant tornado of electricity, orange electricity from Naruto, and wind from Kiba and Akamaru. At that point, Naruto pushes all of his strength as he rises the percentage of One For All from 5% all the way to 15%. As he pushes his body to 15%, suddenly more electricity comes sparking out of the tornado, as Kiba and Akamaru are completely enveloped by Naruto's attack. Kiba and Akamaru are sent flying as they go spinning out of control, hitting the wall and being knocked out. Naruto stands up with his hand in the air, saying that he is the victor. Everyone's impressed, and especially Sasuke, who didn't even realize that Naruto had the ability to copy jutsu using his own body. Naruto then walks out of the arena telling Kiba it was a good fight. Hinata, noticing that Naruto has a few scratches on him, offers the same cream that she did before and helps with some ointment. Naruto thanks her and Hinata blushes as Naruto goes back to his group and they wait for the next fight. After a while, we have Tenten and Tamari's fight, and then continue on from there. We see Sasuke's fight against the Sound Ninja who hadn't attacked them. Sasuke feels a pain in his neck as he hasn't been able to actually fix his curse mark yet with Kakashi, and he fights just like in the original and wins. At that point, the rest of the matches can proceed as normal except for one. As we get into the fight with Rock Lee and Gaara, Naruto is cheering for Rock Lee even harder than before. And as Gaara and Rock Lee are fighting, and it seems that Rock Lee has won, and Gaara is about to crush his leg, suddenly Naruto's eyes fill up with a fear and terror like never before. Naruto instinctively activates 100% of One For All, unknown to him. And at that point, after using that, he quickly teleports seemingly out of view, a bright orange flash of electricity, pulling Rock Lee out of the way as his entire body and his hair rising, looking similar to Deku when he was in 100% form against Overhaul. For that split second, he saves Rock Lee, and just as he does so, his body deactivates and he feels his One For All drain, as he feels like he can't use it again for some time. He breathes heavily as his body, on instinct alone, just saved his friend. He wonders if he could actually use that power at his own free will, but he doubts it. Just using 50% of it for long periods of time can damage him like it did in the forest. Naruto asks Rock Lee if he's alright, and he says so. Guy Sensei jumps in as well as the rest, telling Gaara that the fight was over already. Gaara scoffs as he walks away, looking at Naruto, impressed with how fast he was. It was so fast that it seemed to be faster than the sound barrier. There was no way that he could have gone from the railing all the way to Rock Lee in just such a short amount of time, with Gaara's sand being literally a foot away from him. Naruto is looking forward to the next few fights, and as Naruto gets back up holding Rock Lee, he hopes that he doesn't have to fight anyone else for the next bit, as he's done. As Naruto sits down relaxing, hoping that he can hopefully regain his chakra pool so he can activate One For All again if he has to. He then sees the fight between Hinata and Neji. As Neji and Hinata begin to fight, Naruto's eyes open wide as he realizes what's going on. Neji is basically bullying Hinata, as he completely is destroying her just like in the original. Naruto completely crunches his hand together as he looks down at the slaughter that's going down beneath him. As Hinata's going down, looking like she just got completely destroyed by Neji's taijutsu, Naruto then screams as he looks down at Neji, telling him that hard work can easily outpace natural talent, and that if you don't nurture that talent that you're given, then there's no way you can become strong. Neji looks at him with his cold, Byakugan-filled eyes, as he tells Naruto that the power that he has was a gift from his family that he was born into, destiny. It wasn't something he worked to achieve, so he has no right to talk to him as if though he's on the side of that ability, or that his abilities are completely hard work gained or not natural. Naruto punches his fist into the railing, causing it to bend as he screams down at Neji, telling him that that's not how it works, and that in order to grow a power for it to actually be strong, even if you do have it, you have to work at it and train it just like he has. Naruto thinks back to the times where he, Might Guy, and Rock Lee were training together before the Land of Waves mission, and how Naruto's body had gotten strong enough for him to even push it to the limits he's never seen before. Naruto says that he's going to access 100% of his power fully someday, and when he does, he's going to become the strongest ninja in the Leaf Village, as well as become the Hokage. He points at Neji Hyuga and says that next time they meet, he's going to absolutely crush him in battle, and show him that his power that was given to him, that he's been working to nurture and grow over the past few months, is way stronger than his Byakugan, which had also been given to him. At this point, Neji and Naruto look to each other, as Rock Lee is giving a thumbs up to Naruto, basically giving him his will and his strength, knowing that Naruto also represents the training that Might Guy Sensei put into them. At that point now, the Chunin exams, the second stage is pretty much over. Now, as they announce the winners for each match, they say who will be participating in what tournament, and that they'll be participating in another tournament. However, this one will be not the preliminary matches, but the real thing in front of all of the nations. Naruto's excited as he asks when it's going to start, and they say that they have 1 month to prepare and train. At this point, Naruto's excited, and as he and Team 7 leave, Kakashi, while Naruto was watching this fight, had given Sasuke the seal on his curse mark. Orochimaru had intercepted him, and now Kakashi was worried about what's going on. Sasuke himself is feeling much better as him and Kakashi leave the village to begin to train. Naruto is so excited to start training, and so Naruto now has to look for someone to train him. Ibisu Sensei wasn't actually Naruto's first idea in mind. Instead, Naruto decides that he's gonna go train with... Up to you guys. You guys can choose. Who do you guys want to be Naruto's trainer for the next month? This will change Naruto's abilities as well as some other things, and this will be your up decision. I'm giving you two options. You can either have Might Guy train him again, but like for an entire month, like strictly by himself, or you can have Jiraiya train him just like in the original. So you can pick Might Guy, or so you want Guy Sensei or Jiraiya. So you guys can pick that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to hit the like button, comment down below what you thought, and as I said before, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for more. I'll see you guys later. Bye.